Hello, I'm Donna Christensen. I'm a luxury travel consultant at Preferred Travel of Naples. I've been in the business for over 20 years. Most recent adventure I've taken was something that was on my bucket list for quite a while. I did a cruise to Cuba. It was a cruise from Miami on the Fathom ship Donna. Cuba was open to this ship starting in May, and I went in August. It was a 7-night cruise from Miami and back to Miami. The ship is a nice sized ship. She's about 700 passengers and very comfortable accommodations. The history of Cuba and the architecture, and wanted to see Cuba before Starbucks got there and McDonald's. And the most amazing thing was the people. They were so thrilled to see us and so welcoming that was the number one best part of the trip. We've spent 2 days in Havana, and sailing into Havana everyone was on deck. They were all just so anxious to get there and to see the Malecón and the way in. And the first afternoon was a walking tour of old Havana. The ship docks right near the San Francisco Square, and we proceeded through 4 other squares and had a lovely lunch. The lunch experiences off the ship in the ports were another one of the highlights of the trip. We ate at small restaurants that were privately owned, and the owners were very hands-on and just thrilled to have us. The one place in Santiago de Cuba, when we left to get back on the bus, the owner gave everyone a hug and a kiss. He was so thankful we were there. The second day in Havana was more of a motor coach trip, so that you could see more of the area than you could on foot. And we visited the very interesting old cemetery and saw the graves are all above ground, and saw the rum leaders and the Bacardis. We went to a Santeria exposition, I guess you'd call it, where they did the dancing and the music, and one of my treasures was my picture that I got. This is the Santeria lady. They were I don't know if you call them priests or what, but they wear yellow, and she's smoking her big Havana cigar. After Havana, we sailed to Cienfuegos, the Pearl of the South, and it is a charming town. It has a theater that was built a couple hundred years ago that's almost like an opera house, and it's in very good shape, and they did a little musical performance for us there. But even a bigger treat before that, we just went into the little cafe next door, and there in this courtyard there was a little group of musicians, and the music was fantastic. The last stop was Santiago de Cuba. There we saw some of the old history from where the battles had taken place, from when all the different revolutions. Now that's where Fidel is buried. I think so many people have Cuba on their bucket list, and this was a really nice way to go. If you're not working with an agent, we have a full staff here that would be happy to assist you.